I don't know what that was. I hope that was the right thing. This is a wall of text. I'm gonna kind of let people read it and then keep going. It's late at night, so I'm trying not to make too much noise. This episode may be a little long because if I remember correctly, there's a lot of cutscene in the beginning of this episode. This is kind of giving you a bit of a recap, a quick history of the world. So that was the prologue from Book 1, which was the first game. Going into a recap of Book 1. Part of this was, I think, added after the fact because, again, Golden Sun The Last Age, not meant to be different games. They were meant to be the same game. The GBA cartridge and the GBA, not powerful enough for a game that long. This is like PlayStation level, or even NES level, like, length game. Nice little panning of the backshots, though. The ship on the Carrigal Sea. I think that's supposed to be the shores of Crossbone Isle. I don't know. Colosso. Where, you know, we cheat. A fake till we make it, but definitely a cheat to win there. While this is going on, just a quick rundown of the channel. I don't have Grunts is going on hiatus due to technical difficulties. I may unlist the videos and completely re-record it later at a later time when I can actually get it to function. However, getting Lego Island 2 installed. I'm gonna install it probably actually tonight before I go to bed. Get that started. We have Silence of the Sleep going for Spooky Month. We have I don't know if there'll be multiple scary playlists, but at least Silence of the Sleep for sure. Pokemon is continuing. We're kind of in the later half of the game. Well, we're at 4 out of 8 badges, so we're in the last half of the game there. Camelot Presents. And then starting Golden Sun The Last Stage. Golden Sun, Book 2. The Lost Age. The Lost Age starts, oddly enough, before the lighthouse is lit. In fact, that is Felix going back up to the lighthouse top. Are you sure we should be leaving like this? Once we go down those stairs, we can't get back into the lighthouse. Maybe I should have stopped my brother. Jenna, is something troubling you? I'm not gonna do voices, but I will read. What is it? What's wrong? I have a bad feeling. Like something terrible is going to happen. How unlike you, Jenna. Surprised to see me? Yeah, you teleported. Alex, were you listening? I'm sorry, my voice is breaking today. Where's Felix? Why isn't he here with you? My brother? He left us. What can Felix possibly be thinking? He was worried about Sheba. He went to check on her. He was supposed to be leading you out of here. I thought you would have been far from this lighthouse by now. Why are you still here? We tried to stop Felix from going back up to the Eyrie. How like him. Once Felix gets an idea into his head, he rarely changes his mind. Alex, what were you talking about just now? What did you mean when you said, how unlike you? I was merely surprised to hear you expressing such concern, Jenna. Nevertheless, I'm impressed Felix went back. Don't change the subject, Alex. What did you mean? Are you saying that I'm insensitive? You were... To be fair, Alex, she was kidnapped. She probably doesn't give two shits about you, Satros, or Bernardi. I'm not sure he has, Kraden. Who do you think you are talking to me like that? Someone who can counter your synergy. Jenna, you're Mars aligned. So tell me about this feeling, Jenna. I'm not sure we should be leaving Venus Lighthouse yet. What are you saying? You can't really mean to remain here. Alex was right. It's far too dangerous, Jenna. We could only hinder the others. The others? Did Isaac follow us to the lighthouse? It would seem so. Yes. If my brother goes back and finds Isaac, they're gonna end up fighting. If the Venus Lighthouse has not yet been lit, yes, they will fight. Felix is a terribly rash young man, is he not? To be fair, he did spend a lot of his time in the company of Satros and Bernardi. They're not exactly known for their even temperaments. Agreed. No answer, but agreed. His good qualities outweigh his bad. That's fine and swell, but as someone who knows what happens to the lighthouse, maybe we should move. Why didn't I think of this before now? Please, can't we go back up and talk to Isaac? I'm afraid that's not possible. Why? He is an enemy. He doesn't have to be. Isaac, an enemy? Our methods may differ, but you and I ultimately want the same thing. To light the elemental lighthouses. Isaac and his friends would prevent this from happening. So that makes them enemies? But fear not, they won't be able to defeat Satros and Bernardi. I'm just gonna sit here looking smug for a second. I don't have face cam up, but I apologize for that. Something in my chest. Why do you seem so pleased, Alex? Why shouldn't I be? After all, the lighthouse will soon shine brightly once again. Alex, why do you want to see the beacon lit so badly? You know, that's an excellent question. We've never actually learned of his motivations. To be fair, we've never learned Satoru's minorities either, but... Oh, so it's my turn to answer questions, is it? Once, alchemy was commonplace throughout this world. With its power, mankind worked wonders across the land. The Lost Age of Man. Roll credits, they set the title, guys. I want to see that world restored once again. And what, Alex? We've spoken long enough already. Let us continue this another time. We should leave the lighthouse now before the beacon is fired. Adult number 3 with common sense. We met 2 in the last game. I concur. Let's meet at the location we agreed on and wait for Felix. Alright, Kraden, let's go. Out of curiosity, hang on a second. Because I know that there's an herb somewhere we can grab. It would help if I went the right way. The chest was already open, but it looks like there's still an herb inside. There we go. Got it. Got him. And this is actually an effective way to reset the player's skill set. At the beginning of a new game, there's usually like some form of memory loss or power loss, or something like that to reset the power. Think Kingdom Hearts 2, right? Or between Kingdom Hearts 2, you had the whole Castle Oblivion thing. Sora went to sleep, lost a lot of his skills, stuff like that. Some sort of amnesia, or like think even Metal Gear Rising 2 I can't think. It's kind of late at night when I'm recording this. Oops, sorry, hit my mic. Where you get your ass kicked at the beginning of the game or whatever. Something happens to strip away the power. Here, they solve the problem by just making... So you're playing different people. They don't have the same skills and abilities you do. I like how they make a point of the birds. There they are. Get them. Get who? What are we doing? Why? What? Oh. Iodem sent us to stand guard here, but I never thought we'd actually run into them. Scoundrels, what have you done with Sheba? She's still on top. Return her now, or you're really going to regret it. Aren't there supposed to be more of them? Maybe they're just the first ones to come out. Great, that means we've got them outnumbered. We could probably take them, you think? Go fetch the other Toby... Huh? Go fetch the other Toby soldiers. We still stationed in Lalavero. By the way, it's 16 minutes into recording this. I told you, it's a lot of cutscene. We'll go tell the guys in the caves. Got it, boss. How unfortunate. It looks like an ambush. What should we do? Beat the crap out of them? What do you mean? What do you mean? Look around. We'll have to fight them. Are you serious? Jenna, are you really prepared to fight these men? I mean, why wouldn't I be? We don't have any other choice. We have to. Well then, allow me to shoulder some of your burden. Burden? We regroup along the road leading away from Lalavero. Do you understand? We understand. You don't need to remind us, Alex. We know the place. Follow this road west and take the path down through the canyon to the cave. On the other side of that cave, you'll find a small peninsula called Itajima. We meet there. Thankfully, only those workmen block your route. And fortunately, they don't look too tough. Hello, we can hear you. We know, that's why we said it. That's just plain rude. Why don't the two of you escape and leave the Tolby soldiers to me? Yes, Jenna, alone. Don't beat Garrett. Please don't pull a Garrett. You can use synergy, can't you, Jenna? Yes. Then you'll be fine. We shall reconvene at the peninsula. You think you can take on Tolby's finest on your own, little man? I do not wish to inflict unnecessary bloodshed. Don't wish to... What's that supposed to mean? If you lay a hand on these two, I assure you that you will be made to regret it. You know, as far as villains go, I actually really like Alex. And away they go. Those guys are dead, right? Crippled for life at the very least. Oh, so you're next? Hey, no need to worry about us. Oh, when the cards are on the table, they're all a bunch of cowards. Eating shit in his cowardice. You mentioned backup from Lalavero? That's actually that's really menacing though. He just flung two people out with magic powers that they can't see because they can't use the magic. Scared off the mob, and then is just advancing like he doesn't give a shit. Do you honestly believe that even 100 of you could stop me? How amusing. This I must see. They are gone. Yes. Why do I gotta be the one to wait for backup? Please just let me go and... Oh, you're fine when it's just the girl and the old man? Really quick. This is one of the best battle themes I've ever heard. And we just reduced him to a pile of ash. Suck it. Suck a nut, old man. Incineration. Thank you. Am I actually getting experience for this? That's a good question. I guess I am. Let's see, 307 XP. Okay, we don't go back to Lalavero. We do go back to the cave. I beg to differ. Ow. Ow. They do, however, start me with the squishy. Would you... screw off? Probably should have done that from the beginning and not taken as much damage, but whatever. Out of curiosity, I vaguely remember there being a chest down here. Nope, it's gone. Okay. That's fine. No. Just pop a quick herb. Gonna toke up a little bit. Lots of synergy stones. Oh good, an ant. Your surprise attack does not surprise me. Get fucked. Well, you know. Get that synergy stone. Top ourselves off here. And onward to the peninsula. Yes, Kraden, this is the place. The peninsula at the end of the road to the west. That's what he told us. Except I'm pretty sure we ended up going east somewhere. Minardi said a ship would be here. We ought to see if we can find it. At first glance, it seems like a normal ship, but... there's something odd about it. You mean Garrett's not the impulsive one anymore? We have to deal with an old man? Do they share the same brain cells? Hurry up in there. Yeah. Don't want you getting eaten by anything. It's missing. What are you talking about? Well, I mean, it seems to be missing a chunk of the ship. It's scuttled. The thingy that makes it go. Great. Good job. Very descriptive. We know what you're talking about. I'm right with you there, Jenna. I don't think she tricked us so much. Oh, right. I really hope that password transferred everything correctly. Unfortunately, we won't know until much later in the game if that actually worked. The big black pearl thing? Yes, the big black pearl thing. I see you found the boat. Hello again, Alex. We set sail as soon as the beacon has been fired, correct? It hasn't been lit yet. It hasn't been lit yet because, well, your brother is currently attempting to keep Sheila from falling off, and it hasn't been lit because Isaac and them put up a stiffer resistance than you thought. There it goes. There it goes. I mean, it's the lighthouse for the element of Earth. I'm not entirely sure what you thought was going to happen. The shaking is getting so bad, the edges of the screen are glitching out. I don't think that's supposed to be happening. It's probably got to be something to do with the emulator. How are we going to get back to Gondolin now? It's gonna take a while. Ooh. Well, sucks to be you guys. Bye. Guess you gotta start a new life. Fortunately, you've got plenty of people who can, help you repopulate, I guess. You guys didn't pack food? Feel like you should have packed food. You know, nothing? "29 minutes, by the way. It's been mostly cutscene. So, like I said, I might make this a little bit longer just to get through all the cutscenes. And Alex back on the scene. Oh, hey, look, those two. So, this was a little bit of a spoiler warning because this part was previewed in the last game. They gave us a little bit of a hint. And the title screen. Nice little fanfare there. I thought Felix and Sheba were still inside the lighthouse. It's miraculous. Miracle, no, I'm just happy my brother's alive. Indeed, what did happen back there? Do you feel alright? That's a fairly good question considering what we know happened to them. Where are we? Itajima, we were all to meet here. But now the island is floating away from Gondolin. The island is moving? Okay, given what I know about islands, it must have been one hell of an earthquake if not only did it separate it from the rest of the land, it tore it away from the entire continental shelf and set it adrift. Can something like that happen in real life? I don't know. I feel like no. Can islands drift? Yeah, so no, they can't happen in real life. Yes, because they had help. When the beacon was lit, the earthquake knocked me off the lighthouse tower. Then what's my brother doing here? He tried to save me from drowning. You know, that's fair. That's a fair character beat. He almost drowned once. Didn't like it. Probably doesn't want anyone else to do that. Felix, are you awake? He is awake. I mean, don't know what else he's gonna be doing. You don't seem very surprised to see yourself on a floating island. Oh good, so no one knows what's going on. What's the matter? Can't you see it? It's land, an island. It's a little big for an island. Ah, the fantasy version of That's No Moon. That's no island? No, because you're gonna drift right back out to sea. We're gonna pass north of the continent. She's right. I don't think we're gonna make it. What are we gonna do? Tsunami. That's what we're gonna do. I know the island probably doesn't have tides if it's been truly set adrift, but one would think they would have noticed that. That's fair. At times like this, what would be the good in panicking? We're missing... We're missing two. Yeah, let's go check myself for injuries. Arms are still attached. Good start. Yep, we're fine. Limbs are working. Don't worry about shattered ribs, internal hemorrhaging, concussion. Doesn't matter. Limbs are working. We're good. Gonna check on my sister first. Old man got us into this mess. No, I haven't checked everyone. And we've got the Jenna. So we start same base classes as everyone else. Squire, Felix is Venus, Jenna is the flame user of our party. Or the Mars aligned. Now let's talk to the old man. We don't get to use the old man at all. He's old, can't fight. So, yes. And we're gonna talk to Sheila. Good old Sheila. You know, the person we've met once. The tidal wave carried us to the thing. Also, I'm also pretty sure that we shouldn't be alive. I don't know how big that tidal wave was, but if it's large enough to hit a... If it's large enough to do this... Maybe, just maybe... Where has Alex gone? That's true. We're only missing Alex. I don't think he set out on his own. My guess is that he, being a Mercury adept, he was probably strong enough to use the tidal wave to his own advantage. We'll say he went... We'll say he, yeah, went to scout ahead, find a ship. The remaining 2 lighthouses are unreachable by land. Yes and no. That doesn't mean we can't reach them by land, it just means that we have to... we just have to, do a couple long overland journeys. Which we're not gonna do, obviously. I disagree. My destiny, prophecy. How can we trust you when we don't know why you're with us? We do. She's Jupiter adept. We need her for the Jupiter lighthouse. I can control the wind, as Felix already knows. I do. They saw that I was a wind adept right away. They kidnapped me for my powers. They needed me on their journey. Jesus Christ. 40 minutes. I'm sorry, this is gonna be a long episode. 41 minutes now. Wind adept in order to light Jupiter's beacon. Yes, we do. I do, but I'm sure she'll tell us in time. Thank you, Kraden. You might not be a responsible adult, but you are at least a decent voice of reason. Alright. There's not really a way I can cut out cutscenes. So, thank you all for watching, sticking this out. You can stick this out for the plot. I'll label this pilot and lots of plot episode. And next episode, we will see where this new road takes us. Thank you all for watching. If you like what you watch, please remember to hit like and subscribe. Ring that notification bell for more notifications. And truly, honestly, thank you all for joining me on these journeys. I am enjoying playing these games for you. I'm enjoying playing these games for myself. I'm so happy that you can join with me. And I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.